If only for a moment, the beauty blankets the danger. But tonight, buried and blocked by massive snowdrifts, there's growing desperation to reach the stranded in the mountains 80 miles outside Los Angeles.
We have an endless list of people trapped, and it's getting to a point of just that desperate feeling, just very scared.
Amid concern, those who lost power could also lose their lives in freezing temperatures. Gas leaks have led to explosions, leaving some without heat for days.
And now it's a race against time to clear all the snow off the roofs before the next storm comes. Even just 1 foot of dense snow on the average roof is about 20,000 pounds. In the mountains of Southern California, emergency workers are finally able to conduct welfare checks. They found at least a dozen people dead, and it's still unclear how many are storm-related. Further north, even plowed roads are treacherous. Those clumps along the side are homes. In the fields, herds of cattle unable to graze prompted this emergency hay drop to keep them from starving.
Well, Lester, the rain won't help. It could quickly melt many of the snowbanks. This one is 2 stories tall and indicative of what we've seen across this region. In a matter of days, we could be dealing with flash flooding.
Remote outback communities inundated. In Burketown, authorities have sounded the alarm, ordering evacuations in a rapidly evolving and life-threatening situation. Power is being cut, the town's sewage compromised, phone service is patchy at best, homes and businesses are under, and the peak is still hours away.
Water extending for kilometres, homes, businesses lost and residents told to leave.
Now the police are knocking on doors.
In Burketown, extra officers have been sent to help with evacuation. Dozens of residents moved to nearby towns and higher ground.
Getting very serious now. There's entire cattle stations underwater now.
The northwest and Gulf regions have been smashed by heavy rain. A major flood warning is in place for the Nicholson, Gregory and Leichhardt rivers. The peak not expected until Sunday.
We're talking about high flood levels never ever recorded in history.
Delivering supplies across a brown sea, which reptiles are calling home.
There's been a couple of decent sized crocs.
The system responsible for record flooding is now sweeping across the southeast. It has weakened, but still expects showers and storms this weekend.
The Gambia sits in approximately 11,000 square kilometers of land, and about 1,300 square kilometers of it is covered in water. The country's economy is highly dependent on farming, and along the coastline of the River Gambia, many women have grown rice for years, but they have become frustrated by an emerging pattern. Rise in sea levels in the ocean has led to more salty waters flowing into the River Gambia, and it's affecting the quality of rice grown here.
Because of the salt, the rice hasn't grown. We can't grow anything to eat here. All this is now a waste. Before the salt intrusion, we used to harvest around 21 bags, which was enough to feed our families and have plenty to sell. But now it's very little, so I have to try other options like growing vegetables.
They don't have the tools to check the salinity levels, so they look at the types of weeds that are growing and test the soil to try and work it out. But the situation is getting worse by the day, and the local farming communities are being forced to look for new ways for earning a living.
25% of children in the European Union are at risk of poverty. A new report released by Save the Children reveals that the number of children driven to the brink of poverty in the EU grew by 200,000 in 2020 to reach 19.6 million in 2021. Children of migrants, refugees, asylum seekers, and in single-parent families are among the hardest hit. The report is a cause for concern as poverty has detrimental effects on children's physical and emotional well-being, as well as on their academic achievement. Poverty rates vary across EU countries, with some experiencing higher levels of child poverty than others. The highest levels were in Romania, Bulgaria, and Greece, with more than 40% of children in these countries living in poverty.